time when things are shifting. There's going to be a new world order. A new kind of leader.
True internet suffered depression.
Who are fake news?
So I got an error with Facebook, so we're on YouTube.
Alright.
We'll circle back with you directly. If I can circle back, I'll circle back.
Probably because we don't have enough people watching
Do not
on
come.
Facebook people, so.
Do not come.
I'm gonna come.
Hello and welcome to the 325th episode of the new season of the Jeffrey and Brian Show. I am Jeffrey.
I'm Brian.
Yeah, we're just two guys drinking some beer, talking what's going on. We got the handsome El Guapo with us.
Yep.
I got some kind of static sound coming through from you. I'm not sure what
From me?
it is. Yeah, I'm not sure what it is. It's not your washing machine this time.
No. So I was up to go now over here, man.
It's funny, Brian. I was actually shooting messages back and forth with Guapo the other day about this guy who delivered this small excavator I purchased.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't speak a lick of English. Yeah. So I was like, okay, I understand enough Spanish to be able to get through this transaction. You know what I mean? But
So
like,
did you order 2 beers?
Yeah, it was a little more complicated than that.
Mm.
But can you imagine trying to like unload an excavator and move it with a language barrier? I had no idea to operate this thing, which, by the way, we did fire it up today.
Nice. Don't forget to check extraction fluid before you're done there. I operate a chainsaw once. I forgot to put oil. I just put gas on it. I'm like, yeah, let's go. I'm like, hold on. You have to put...
Hold on, you didn't mix your 2-stroke fuel?
No. I didn't put oil on the oil machine, on the oil chainsaw.
Oh,
like,
the bar oil.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so your chain either snapped off or...
No, it's just got overheated. Like, okay, like, what's going on? And you look around.
You'll go through bar oil just as fast as fuel.
Yeah.
Anyway, a lot of shit happened this week. I'm
Yeah,
sure
busy
everyone
week.
knows. Huh?
Been a busy week.
Yeah, I'm sure everyone's gonna knowing what we're gonna talk about tonight. But there is other stuff, so we're gonna save the big news and our opinions to just before leftovers, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But weren't we just talking about these professional athletes and these professional sports teams? They're gonna leave their states because of these tax issues, right? Like,
Yeah, because we came up with the Super Bowl because everybody, had to pay extra money to the state of California for being the Super Bowl being in California. So
yeah, the winning quarterback of the Super Bowl lost money winning the Super Bowl. Yeah, that's ridiculous. They taxed him more than 100% what he made overall between his state, the state he worked in, and the federal government. But it looks like now, and then the Bears are leaving, right? Is that finally official?
I don't know. I don't
talking?
think it's official yet, but they're in talks with Indiana. So.
All right. But yeah, now a whole bunch of athletes are turning down contracts in some of these states, like world-class professional athletes are saying, I'm not going to go play for like the Padres because I'm going to pay $4.25 million in tax versus if I play for, I'm trying to think of another city that's conservative. It's in the article, actually. It's something like this guy was going to pay like $4.25 million a year in taxes if he played in San Diego. But if he went to like Pittsburgh or something like that, he was only going to pay like $800,000 in taxes. And it's like, talk all the trash you want. Who wants to pay more tax?
Nobody. Well, the Dems like to pay more taxes.
Well, then just fucking write a check to the federal government. I don't see any of them doing that. Do you?
No. They want you to pay them.
Yeah, they want you to pay it. And that's what's hilarious is now they're fleeing New York. They've been fleeing Massachusetts for how long, right?
Mm-hmm.
No one wants it. It's too expensive. And they're wondering why. Where are all the millionaires and the billionaires going? Why can't we tax them? It's because you taxed them to oblivion. You're taxing them to death. They're gonna be as dead as Colomani soon. Oh, here we go. This podcaster or whatever went on saying that Trump says all Democrats should be murdered.
You
Right?
said that.
Yeah, and she went on CNN to apologize because she got blown up so bad. And not just, you're wrong, you're a stupid cunt kind of thing. It was, you're going to get sued for all sorts of defamation here.
Yeah.
And she's like, well, I interpreted it, and you know, I do apologize if people interpreted it that way. It's like, you said he said to kill you.
Mm-hmm.
This is why people pick up weapons and fight. It's because you guaranteed them these people would come and to kill them.
Yeah.
How many idiots have gone and got themselves killed battling with federal agents because they believe bullshit they read online like this? You know?
Two so far.
That we've heard of.
Mm.
You know? Here we go. Supreme Court. Supreme Court comes up a couple times tonight.
Mm.
Gorsuch.
Mm-hmm.
How do you pronounce that name?
Gorsuch.
Yeah. Never been sure what I thought of this guy. I've always kind of liked him, but he disappoints me sometimes.
Yeah, he's a wishy-washy conservative.
Yeah, but they were talking about marijuana usage and gun ownership. And Gorsuch was like, well, how many times you need to, how many edible gummies means you're not allowed to own a gun? How many times can you smoke a joint on the street corner with your buddies on a Friday night before you're not allowed to own a gun? He's like, do you expect people to just lie? And I was like, these are all actually really good questions here, aren't they? And maybe this is why I've always kept an eye on Gorsuch, is because he's not a Republican, even though he, quote, is.
Right.
But you don't hear most of the Republican Party agreeing with legalized marijuana, do you?
No.
So I don't know. I was excited to see this. I'm curious where this goes, because have either of you ever purchased a firearm legally?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So your background check, it says, are you using illegal drugs or addicted to drugs? If you're marijuana is not chemically addictive, and it's not illegal in some states.
Yeah.
So you're not lying by saying no. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what this entire Supreme Court thing is about. I'm very interested to see where this goes, because more and more states are legalizing. This is something we brought up before, Brian, was you might give up your right to buy a gun by getting a medical marijuana card.
Yep.
All right. Well, we'll move on. Brian, I think you shared this one. Maybe it was you, Guapo. A judge ruled that...
I did.
Yeah, okay. A judge ruled that some of these companies are entitled to sue the Trump administration for their money back over these tariffs that were overturned.
Good luck with that.
I'm not sure they're allowed to, but I also see another argument. One is you can't enforce Rule X post facto, right? After the fact. Which would mean that now that something has been said and done about it, you can't undo what's happened before. But just like you can't pass a law on marijuana tomorrow, then arrest me for something I did yesterday. But the Supreme Court making a decision isn't really them putting something in place. It's them saying this is what the rule is, and they were wrong.
Yeah.
So I want to know where this is going to go. Especially since Trump just increased tariffs nationwide by 5% or something like that.
10%.
Yeah.
Well, the thing when the Supreme Court overturned the tariff, it was under the overturned because he used an emergency proclamation tariff.
Yes, he might be able to do this anyway with a different
Yeah,
excuse
he
for
got
how he did it.
which is one of the Supreme Court justices. I think it was Gorsuch, but I forgot which one it was. I don't think it was Thurman. It was the other one, the one that got in trouble at the beginning. Kavanaugh. He's like, yeah, he can force under this other tariffs. The different act.
Yeah, like you have the authority, you just did it the wrong way.
Yeah, they
you
just
should've
like
did
the
it
wrong
different way.
pronoun, like whatever. Like okay, whatever. So they're not gonna win. I don't know. I would just keep quiet, like whatever, take my losses.
No, I get it, dude. But if you paid, let's just say, for example, you're UPS, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you just paid an extra $100 million in taxes, and you
But
found a chance
that's-
to get it back, you would try, wouldn't you?
Why? Because you're like, okay, that's how you feel. That he just put all the tariffs on there. He could. That's his duty as the secretary to impact. I forgot how I put it, but tax imports in a way.
Well, taxes are supposed to be Congress. This is something we brought up a long time ago.
Yeah, but that's why he's got tariff. It's a different abbreviation. It's just it's shit. It's just different
Well, the
verbiage.
issue is Congress has given away most of their authority over the years.
Yeah.
Right now, they're trying to bring back the
But-
war powers back
which-
to Congress. But
Well,
like,
that's the thing. Like, there's
it's too
so
late
many.
now.
But there's so many. They can't fucking agree on fucking anything, dude. So it'd be impossible to tax. Like imports and stuff like that.
Well, they seem to think that imports are like racist or wrong for some reason.
You probably because they get kickback out of it. That's why.
Yeah, but every other country charges tariffs.
Yeah, so that's why he got the secretary like, you know what, this is what needs to be done. In order to gratify, he should go to Congress afterwards.
Yeah. Speaking of imports, just reminded me randomly. Remember when I was going nuts about graphene a couple of years after silver?
Yeah.
I checked my portfolio recently and looked at my graphene.
Mm-hmm.
I'm up 8,000%, dude.
What's that mean in real money?
I had $1. Now I have $8,000. How's that?
Nice. Okay.
Oh, I'm
Okay.
not 8,000.
$8.
800. 800. Yeah. But it's crazy what graphene has done. But we don't do a whole lot of graphene mining in the States. So I have no idea what's gonna happen if I try to cash out a stock from Canada. Am I gonna
More
pay
taxes?
tariffs? Am I gonna pay tariffs?
No,
or
you have
is
to
it gonna
pay.
be
You have to pay a
capital
foreign
gains tax.
There's a special tax you got to pay for out of country investments.
All right, so I just need to make sure that I have well more than enough to make sure I get back my investment, which I already have. But
Yeah.
graphene's the way of the future, dude.
Anyways, what I was trying to say, the sovereign can implement bounties on imports. Basically means the Secretary Office can tax imports the stuff. So he can, balance, make a competition fair. There we go with another word, fair for the exports. Because that's what happened with Germany. Because after
Yeah,
World War
that's
II, instead of giving them money, we're like, okay, cool, you can sell your stuff to us, but we're not gonna charge you.
Yeah, we'll
tariff.
buy it cheaper.
Yeah. So imagine trying to decide what percentage to use with the Congress. It would be impossible just to decide what.
Yeah, that's a good argument.
And that's what-
taxation like that could be used in terms of a surrender after a war.
And that also is a tool for the executive office. He stopped the freaking war with Laos and Cambodia. They were fighting. He's like, "Look, you guys need to stop, or I'm gonna fucking charge imports on both of you high."
Yeah,
And they both stopped.
We'll make it impossible for Americans to buy any of your goods.
Mhm.
Like, oh shit, that's how we make all of our money.
And that's how he broke fucking peace. Like, okay, you know what? We're not gonna fight. It's a tool. It's more than anything
That's
too.
exactly what it is, but so aren't taxes. It's a tool to bring in money for revenues.
Yeah, it's just instead of using war and fucking intimidation, you're like, okay, that's how you feel. We're gonna charge imports towards you, and like they'll be like, you know what? The second thought, we could agree on this, you know.
Well, let's move on here to the introduction stuff versus follow-up. With everything that's going on, does anyone give a shit about the White House charity dinner?
No, no.
Oh, this is not a charity dinner. This is the White House Communications Association. This is a dinner that's been
my mistake.
boycotted. This is a dinner that's been boycotted by Republican presidents for quite a while now. This is the first time Republicans went because usually it's a bunch of press trying to make themselves look better and make fun of the Republican president. So it'll be interesting to see.
Oh, this is what we always see the friggin' left-wing comedies come on.
Yeah,
they make
Jokes
this.
that don't actually apply to anything, but they think they're making witty points.
Yes.
Yep.
Yep.
Like Trevor Noah and all them guys. All right. Whatever. Trump doesn't mind getting roasted typically,
Nah.
but the
He's
issue is,
but will they be able
It has
to
to be-
take what he's going to dish out to him? You know, because he's going to give it right back to him as much as they're going to give it to him.
the roasty always gets to come back in a situation like this. And here's the thing is, as long as it's in good spirit, Trump seems to be good about a good roast.
Yeah, you got roasted.
Just being a dick, he's like, no, now you're being an asshole. You know? All right, well, now I'm a little more interested. I thought this was the charity dinner or whatever it was. I was like, so what? Who cares?
Well, that's why he roasted Clinton and Kamala. Then she didn't show up for that time.
Oh, St. Martin, I think, right?
The Caribbean island.
Well, the French and the FBI just tag teamed together to get a former, what was he? A government contractor. I want to say he was DHS, but I'm not sure. Stole like $46 million in cryptocurrency and disappeared to St. Thomas.
Oh damn.
St. Thomas or St. Martin?
St. Martin, my mistake.
St. Thomas is part of Puerto Rico.
The Keys. Oh, okay, I'm sorry, Puerto Rico. I'm not sure where all my
Yeah, so many in there.
St. Martin is got a French side and a Dominican Republican side. I believe your cruise is going there, isn't it?
I don't know, nothing about that.
Maybe it might be actually. But there's so many islands named down there.
Well, St. Martin's got not a Dominican Republican, but it's got a Dutch side and a French side. So depending on what kind of food you want to eat, what language you want to speak, is where you end up on that island.
Well, that means I'm gonna end up with the Dutch side because the French are assholes when it comes to anyone who doesn't speak French.
Oh yeah, that's
At least they were in Canada.
Well,
in
authorities who
Montreal.
carried out the arrest found a briefcase full of cash as well as USB drives. Briefcase full of cash is never good for you.
No, you need a real good excuse to have a briefcase full of cash.
I mean, that guy from New Jersey, he tried to come up with an excuse, but he's in prison now.
Well, here's the thing too: is like we see in the movies, they show up with like a briefcase full of cash handcuffed to them. You know what I mean? So here's $1 million, and they open it up. It's like, why did you bring a giant briefcase of $20 bills to give me $1 million? You could have given me like 10 stacks of $100 bills, and it would have been $1 million, right?
Yep.
It doesn't take up that much space. And what are you doing cash transactions that huge for?
Well, in Europe, that's illegal.
Well, it's not illegal here, but you need to report it to the IRS for taxes.
Yeah, I mean,
and
you're not allowed to
possible-
buy a car with cash in the EU
Why not?
because they want you to use. They want you to track them. They want to be able to track the money better.
That's exactly why I like cash. Don't get me wrong. We haven't brought it up on the show yet. We recently just purchased a small gas-powered excavator.
Mm-hmm.
It'll pick up about a little more than 1.25 tons. We swiped our debit card. granted, the transaction went through and all the information was tracked, but tell you what, man, it feels nice to be able to swipe a debit card and just pay for it. You know what I
No
mean?
credit.
Yeah, boom, it's mine.
Yeah.
We fired it up today for the first time to get a feel of how it works. Pulled a giant hunk of wood out of our front lawn that's been there since shortly after we moved in. With that tree fell up in our yard, almost hit the house, ripped down the power line, started a big electrical fire. We pulled the rest of that tree out of the ground finally. I've been trying to for like a year with a shovel. Motherfucker was like 3 feet in the ground. No wonder why I wasn't getting it out, you know what I mean?
These are little posts to come down so you don't go forward.
I don't. It doesn't have the outriggers. I know. So it is a little awkward because the whole thing picks up off the ground when you.
Yeah, you probably need to get like some strap downs or something like that, just to like, if you're not far away from anything to hold you back, you know.
Oh shit! Even if you tip it over, dude, just use the friggin' boom, spin it around, then push and put yourself back upright.
No, but I said prevent it from like going all the way, like, you know, if something happens and you lost control, because you don't want that shit to fall on you. Like you fall out of it and then you.
That's why I use the seatbelt, just in case something does happen.
Yeah, when you fall down, make sure you go like this.
I understand.
People want the first reaction when I do extended arms and legs.
Put your arm out like you're gonna catch yourself.
Yeah, no, I'm just gonna get crushed.
Yeah. There goes. Actually, I had a buddy in high school who lost his arm that way. We were goofing off on the beach in a CJ7, a Jeep CJ7. You remember the CJ series, right? The Simpsons Jeep. Yeah, we were tooling around and we rolled it. You know. And he put his arm out, and we rolled right up and over it, and his arm must have broken 7 places, and we rolled over it on the roll bar.
Damn.
And ended up losing his arm over. Like, yeah, we can't fix that. Everyone else did what you said. They grabbed. This Jeep was specifically upgraded for doing dumb shit like this with 5-point harnesses. So you grab your seatbelt on either side on the shoulder, you know. Yeah, he tried to reach out and stop the.
It's a reaction. People have a reactions and like, no, you just make sure you keep all your limbs together. You take the hit. Right? You take the fucking hit, you know.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You're gonna be okay.
Yeah.
It's just gonna be terrifying.
Yeah.
But that's the difference between training and panic, right?
Yeah.
Like, shit. You hear fire, what's the first thing either one of you do, even at this point in your life?
Well, like, where's it coming from? I got my fire extinguisher. I got a fire extinguisher underneath my sink. What actually happened, I don't know if I mentioned to you guys what happened to it. One time my smoke detector went off, and I thought it was my neighbor something had something. I look around, I cannot tell. My ex-wife's like, it's coming from my water heater. I'm like, what? Open my water heater, the thing's on fire. I'm like, oh shit.
Electrical fire inside?
Yeah, I told her, like, go turn off the main power right now.
Yeah,
and I went to my kitchen.
Snap the breakers, take the kids, get out of the house.
Yeah, well, she went to turn off the fire, the main power. I went to the kitchen, grabbed my fire extinguisher, and just plunged her. Like, okay. I go like, I guess you guys gotta go stay to your mouth for a while because this place stink of that thing.
Yeah, exactly.
It's gonna take a while to clean it. Like, I gotta take the.
Let's be real. You have to have fire extinguishers in your home if you intend to have insurance, right?
No, no. I don't
Brian should know. He sells insurance. Brian, how much?
I think his life insurance.
How much cheaper is my homeowner's insurance if I have fire extinguishers in my house? Or
well, technically, you don't have to have it. You got to claim them. You know.
No. Yeah, when you really want to know how far your fire department is.
Yes, I was just gonna say within 10 miles. You
or a fire hydrant. How far is it from your house?
Yep.
I'll make it cheaper. You can tell that to the insurance, like, hey, look, there's a fire hydrant Christmas Street, and half a mile is like fire department.
We actually got a huge discount when we were in Hampton, Virginia, on homeowners insurance because the fire department was in the 5 miles of, like, the station was in 5 miles of our house.
Yeah.
And it's like, and the insurance is like, oh yeah, we'll hook you up because we know less shit's gonna get destroyed.
Yeah.
And These are all things that need to be brought up. Anything that you think might help you in an emergency situation, always bring it up to your insurance company.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As weird as it sounds, dumb as it sounds, sometimes maybe not the greatest idea, but depends on where you live. Mentioning you own a firearm might help with your home insurance.
Yeah,
Might go
probably
up
does.
depending on where you live too.
Yeah.
Like West Virginia, they hear you have a shotgun in your house to keep intruders out. Insurance goes down. Virginia probably goes up because we assume you're going to shoot your kid in the hall, right?
Yeah. Oh, you think your kid's gonna shoot the teacher?
Well,
Sorry, it's just like.
shotgun, don't get me wrong, it's very effective for killing people, but it's not the fastest weapon out there. You know what I
So
mean?
apparently, there's been a report that just came out about the Labor Department who sent millions of dollars to liberal race-based organizations.
Ooh,
Yeah, and Trump's been trying to
clean
get
all
away
this
from
shit
this.
up.
He's running into trouble again. He had trouble draining the swamp last time. He's having trouble with this. So.
I think because the glorifier, it should have been do it quietly, dude. Just
Oh, shit. Well, yeah, we're going to see what happens with this. People are going to get fired, I'm sure.
Yeah,
But,
they're gonna cry, but okay, what are they gonna,
Did you see what Krispy Gnome did?
The commercial. That's why she got fired.
Yep.
Allegedly. Allegedly.
I think.
Well, she also didn't do very good in her congressional hearing either. So nobody liked what she had to say. But I did not see the ad campaign that
She was in a
highlights
horse
in-
and telling
She's
people.
on a horse on Mount Washington.
I think
Yes.
the video.
And she make a video like, look, are you here to make? It should be even a horse. Should be in the office, like making a statement. And it should not be that
Apparently, this
special.
ad campaign was like a $200 million ad campaign.
Yeah.
I thought it was 200,000.
Maybe.
Was it
I thought it was 200,000. I was like, in the scope of things, that ain't bad to run a commercial.
International? That's not
Yeah,
bad.
international. You know what I mean? Like that actually sounds like this woman deserves her job. If it was 200 million, that's different. That's a lot
That's
more money
yeah.
that needs to go through the president. And that was the issue: was this didn't go through the president, but she claimed it did.
She should have lied to Congress.
Yeah, and that. Sorry, you lose your job, right?
Yeah.
But do I still got? Yeah, I still got sharing on. Of course, there's gonna be. No. I think it goes through YouTube. No, maybe not. Oh yeah, it is through YouTube. That means I'm not gonna have a commercial. The guy replacing her is
The guy almost got to a fight with the other.
Yes, thank you so much. I brought that up.
I saw
that. It's Mark Mullen, right?
Yeah, he's
In
a fucking.
2023, he almost got into a fist fight with the Teamsters Union president. And yeah, I got an audio clip.
Now, let's talk about Mr. O'Brien himself, his behavior. As everybody knows this here, and the last time, I kind of had a back and forth. Appreciate your demeanor today. It's
We
quite
talked about
different.
this last time,
But
too.
after you left here, you got pretty excited about the keyboard. In fact, you tweeted at me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. And let me read what the last one said. It said, greedy CEO who pretends like he's self-made. Or I wish you would have truck with me when I was building my plumbing company myself. My wife was
heads up to
running the
everyone.
office because
Mark Wayne Mullen is a 3-0
pretends like he's
undefeated
self-made.
MMA
What a clown.
fighter.
Fraud. Always has been, always will be. Quit the tough guy act in these Senate hearings. You know where to find me. Any place, any time.
I love this part.
Bro, this is a time, this is a place. One in your mouth. We can be
The floor of the Senate.
Yeah, that's fine.
Right.
Perfect.
You want to do it now?
I'd love to do it right now.
Let's stand your butt up then.
You stand your butt up.
Oh, hold on.
Big guy.
Oh, stop it.
Is that your solution, everybody?
Bernie!
No.
Bernie, get out of the way, Bernie!
You're a United States Senator.
I'm sorry, Bernie Sanders. You're a United States Senator. The guy stands up, takes his wedding ring off so he doesn't break his hand, right?
Right.
He's like, let's do this shit. No, you know what? We need more masculinity in government.
Mm-hmm.
And not that fighting is great on the floor of the Senate chambers.
We
What?
bring me what is it called? Dual combat.
Hey, mutual combat. Like,
Yeah.
believe it or not, Oregon actually has a law for a street fight.
You got that for
You gotta call the local police to supervise.
No. That show that we're talking about it. Like what?
But yeah, it's
That's a scrap podcast that we're talking about it.
Yeah, some states actually have laws for like, let's just have a fucking fist fight and it'll be over with.
Yeah, and people will be well behaved.
Well, like I said, Oregon, the last state you would think would allow mutual combat laws. It was like, no, just call the police. A police officer will show up, and they will make sure that no one dies.
He's the referee.
Yeah, he's the referee, basically. And I'm like, can you imagine some shit happening in Oregon, and the Republican guy was like, let's call the police. Oh, what, you a bitch? He's like, no, we're going to have a fist fight. What? The police are coming. They're not gonna... No, they're here to referee, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Imagine how fast things would turn around.
Yeah.
Oh, Texas got it too.
See, there's multiple states that allow you to fist fight legally to get your shit out. And people don't realize this, and I'm just like...
Okay, in Texas, both mutual combat is allowed if both parties agree to the fight. The fight does not involve any deadly weapons.
No weapons.
Neither person is forced to threaten into a fight. Hold on. Neither person is forced or threatening into a fight. Okay, yeah. So that's okay. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, well, legal consent between the two consenting adults, right? Speaking of, I tried to get Claire. I've been contacting Claire for like a month.
I have too.
Won't even respond to me anymore.
She said she'd come on the show, and then she ghosted me after she said she'd come on the show. So.
Well, I wanted her tonight in particular to talk about Iran and the elections that happened, because Brandon Herrera might have won his election.
Yeah, AK guy.
Almost certainly, actually, unless something weird happens. But we'll get into that very soon. By the way, he's also known as AK guy. Check this out. Okay, not yet. Not to check this out. That's the next one. The lawmakers here in West Virginia are trying to rush through the budget and get it to the governor's desk early, anticipating some vetoes. And all I could think was, shouldn't the federal government do this too, instead of shutting down the fucking government every time? Am I the only one this makes sense to? Like, get your shit done early, so because when it gets tossed back to you, you still have time to get it done, you know? It's just good to see someone's doing it, even if it's not the federal government, I guess. And check this shit out. Oh, this is different too, but we're getting folks here in the red cities, like Charleston, are ready to fight ICE. And they're like, oh yeah, Trump lost so bad in Minnesota, we're going to do it here. I'm like, first of all, Trump won in Minnesota.
Yeah, they just don't get the other side of the news.
Yeah, it's like he has more people there now than he asked for in the first place, and he got Minnesota to bend to his will and agree to all of his conditions. Like, he got everything he wanted and more. So, like, Minnesota folded. And these people in West Virginia, what, like 35 people going to show up in Charleston and try to fist fight fucking ICE? We all know what's going to happen, right?
Yeah. It won't be pretty.
And this one will be fun. West Virginia is doing something that they're pretty sure does not violate the NFA, the National Firearms Act, Reagan, right? They're about to say that the state police have to sell machine guns to citizens.
Interesting.
Yeah, like you got seized for something, we have machine guns, you can buy them. You just have to go through like your standard background check, because they're saying the Second Amendment doesn't say you can't have a machine gun. Dude, if I could buy a machine gun for a couple $1,000 bucks, like an actual machine gun, not like a Tommy gun, I would probably spend like $1,000 for a Tommy gun for real. If I get like a belt-fed machine gun, fuck my chainsaw.
Dude, you would go through that fucking what's it?
Ace of ammo.
Yeah, that was so okay. That was fun. 13 seconds of it. I have to wait 6 more months so I can buy more.
Right? Yeah, I'm not actually gonna cut down trees with a machine gun, but it would be so much fun to own one.
Yeah,
that worked. And
I see somebody.
go out.
I used to know somebody on a 50 cal sniper rifle.
Yeah, the Barrett.
Yeah, it's like goddamn so special, like $22 per round or something like that. Oh, this is years ago.
My 308 cost $2 a round, and that's a bolt action rifle. But you know, throwing a party, right? And you're like, hey, by the way, I have a machine gun, and it is completely legal to fire it here. Who wants to partake before you touch the beer? Yeah. And then before you tap the keg, you put the machine gun away. You know what I mean? Or at least take the ammo away so it can cool. But, dude,
what ammo is gonna be all gone? Like, okay,
it'll be gone.
You're like, okay, that was it.
Possibly.
You'd be known to like the guy, like you know how people own cannons and shit once in a while, like, oh, there he goes with his machine gun.
But even if I get a Tommy gun for like $1,000, dude, like, that sounds like a ton of fun. It's funny, he shut his video up but not his sound. I can mute him though. Yeah, that hum was definitely him, huh?
It is, yeah. It's been him a whole
while. These vape shops we've been talking about in the 7 cities, mostly, right?
Yeah.
What, arrests have been made now or something?
They closed down 5 more in Gloucester because they were selling marijuana. Because when you were here, we had that fine print where you could do the wannabe. There was like 1 chromosome off on the one molecule.
The fake weed and yeah.
Well, they closed that loophole, but these vape shops are still trying to find ways around it and sell it.
Not worth it. Well, not worth it, man. Just make you money legitimately, right?
Yeah. I mean, meanwhile, every business, it's new business to open up in Virginia is either a car wash or a fucking vape shop. So. So yeah, 5 of these vape shops got shut down.
Where?
In Gloucester.
Oh, why? What are they doing?
Selling weed.
Selling weed? Oh, the vape shop. Dude, I think what it is, they eliminated the competition before they legalized the past licenses and shit.
These vape shops, they're not going to hand out that many recreational dispensary licenses for all the vape shops we have in fucking Virginia.
I know, but right now
the only businesses that are opening up in the state are vape shops and car washes.
I know, but I'm saying right now the Democrats want to eliminate the competition before they start handing out licenses.
They're not. Because if they don't do recreational right, the black market's still going to be there. People are still going to go either weed from their drug dealer.
But this article, you said these were all Gloucester stores that closed?
Yeah.
Which is interesting. I know a guy in Gloucester who opened up a vape shop when vape became huge in Virginia. I'm curious if he's involved because I moved my camera to have a better view of me and it shut off.
This was Rhino Cigars and Vape, The Vault Vape and Hookah Shop, and Super Tobacco and Vape.
Okay, The Vault, I could have sworn was on Mercury Boulevard right
there
near
used to be
house.
one. It's not there anymore.
Oh, all right, because that was the place that used to sell that spice stuff. It was on the no-go list in the Navy.
Yeah.
All right, so it's the same
guy.
A
20-year-old Adam Muhammad, an employee of Super Tobacco and Vape, was arrested and charged with providing false identification to a law enforcement officer and obstruction of justice.
Oh,
Local tips about the vape shops prompted this investigation, with citizens claiming that the nearby vape shops were selling products to underage kids and unlawful products. That's happening in all of. I know this is going on at every fucking vape shop. So it's
no,
a matter
not
of when
every vape shop. Not every vape shop, because I know a couple. Well, maybe now, but I have to believe some guys are doing this legitimate because there is money to be made. Why screw up your chance to make money legally and actually come home without going to jail? You know what I mean?
Right.
I know a couple guys that built that opened up a whole chain of them now. I think it's called 7 Cities Vapes. They're all over the 7 cities. One dude, I'm not going to say his name out loud, basically retired because he was super involved at the beginning. But then it's like, we made enough money on this. I don't need to be involved anymore. I have, there's like 5 guys that formed the company. So we have enough employees, and he's just off in Virginia doing whatever the fuck he wants, He's actually, now he's restoring antique cars with his son and racing them. I was like, geez, man, that sounds fucking fun,
Yeah.
But like, if you have a chance to bring home legitimate money and have no chance of going to jail for it, why would you screw that up?
Exactly.
Like, and you can say if they weren't making enough money, well, then just fucking close down. If you want to sell drugs, sell drugs. Don't try to do it through your legitimate business, right? Sorry. Where else you got in Virginia?
Well, we got the whole redistricting referendum that is now open for early voting, where they're trying, and then the advertising on this is very confusing because they're coming out saying, they're coming out saying that, hey, you need to vote yes on this, to save the world in Virginia. But in all reality, if we want to keep our independent committee that's supposed to be one doing the redistricting in place, you got to vote no on the referendum.
Yeah.
And I'm actually going to remain a resident of Virginia long enough to vote in this referendum. My wife has already changed her residency over, but I'm going to hold off until after this vote goes through.
She wants to vote in Michigan?
Well, we're planning on living there for an extended period of time, so yes, we're going to become Michigan residents for a period of time.
All right. Depends on what you consider a significant amount of time, I suppose, but...
Until my dad dies?
I was going to say, I know that sounds super cold. That sounds super cold. Well, I mean... Oh. I don't want to get... Are we talking 5 years? Or 15 years?
Maybe 15 years, yeah.
Well,
maybe.
he is hoping.
Yeah, exactly.
You gotta keep people like Whitmer out, but you guys are completely outnumbered.
Whitmer's gone. Whitmer's out. She's term limited out.
Oh, she can't run again, or just at all, ever.
No, I don't think. But she probably could. I don't know how the rules work in Michigan. I haven't been there in 30 years.
I know.
I've lived outside of Michigan longer than I lived inside of Michigan. I've lived in Virginia since retirement longer than I lived in Michigan.
You know what's funny is I finally lived outside of Massachusetts longer than I had lived in. And then I went back for 5 years, and now I've lived in Massachusetts longer than anywhere else.
That's what's about to happen to me.
Yeah, exactly. It's gonna start ticking up on the other side. Hey, the problem is, Brian, you could never go home again. It's never home again.
No, it's not. Right? I know that. I don't have any friends there. I don't have a support system there,
Yeah. Well, yeah, try moving out to the middle of fucking nowhere. It's like, I don't know.
Create your own
well, that's the purpose of moving out to fucking nowhere, because nobody's around nowhere.
Well, no, there's people around.
I know, just saying, but yeah.
But I mean, yeah, I don't know. It's
hard
tough
to make
friends.
new lifelong friends.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's
when
tough to make new friends
as
after
you get
puberty.
older. Yeah.
These guys have all known each other since high school or elementary school. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then I show up, I show up to the bar, right?
Yeah.
Trying to meet some of the locals, get to know these guys. Like, oh yeah, I just got on an 18-hour shift fucking, logging. What do you do? I'm like, oh, I'm retired.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck you.
And that's kind of like why I like the VFW and social clubs like that, because there's like that common bond as soon as you walk into the place,
See, it's interesting because I was thinking
and
about
I've literally just joined the Moose Lodge here in Hampton.
Yeah, we talked about that because you got one near
The closest Moose Lodge. The Moose Lodge is closer than the VFW in Michigan, where I'm going to be at. So
I was thinking about joining up with the VFW here, but
too far
it's-
away.
yeah, everything's so far away, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Like, I can get to the gas station in under 15 minutes, close to 10. If you don't know the area, it's going to take you at least 20 minutes to get to the gas station.
Yeah.
And then it's that much further again to the VFW.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know. Who wants to drive 40 minutes to have a beer or I can just buy a case and sit in my basement? You know what I mean? Granted,
social
see, that's the problem.
interaction.
That's the problem is social interaction. I'm not a particularly social person. May come across it on this show, but this is basically all my interaction and speaking for the entire week. You know that.
Yeah.
So I'm a very quiet person. Actually, the wife took a picture of me today playing with a new excavator and sent it to my father because I was smiling. No, it's like a family thing. It's like Jeffrey never smiles, and
Right.
if he does, no one ever gets it on film.
Oh,
shit. So she said it. Not just
Well,
that, she said
technically,
it's
she didn't get it on film because film doesn't exist
Yeah, I
anymore.
know. I was actually going to bring that up, too. It's not film. But, yeah, she actually not just sent it to my father. She put it on his electronic picture frame thing.
Oh, you got one of those? Okay.
Yeah, so she just said it's going to show up, and everyone else who's attached to it will see it, too. She's like, yeah, let them find this. Of you spinning an excavator in circles, go... yeah. Dude, gotta tell you, this thing was fun to play with.
I'm sure.
But anyway, yeah, so this referendum, like I said, it took me twice to read. You said it was a little confusing what's going on. This referendum
Well, the
says
advertising
they
is
are
ridiculous. So I've started
they're
seeing it on
holding
TV.
off the
and
redistricting.
They're basically the way the law is written, that they need to run this thing by the voters twice.
Yes, we've spoken about this, and they
Yeah.
wanted to skip that, right?
Yeah, they wanted to, yeah.
And then a judge was like, no, you can't. And then Virginia Supreme Court agreed, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And here's the thing is, before anyone wants to say, well, Texas did it.
Well, every state is
has
different.
their own laws.
Yeah. Yes, they do.
Yeah.
And this is why... what drives me nuts is they'll say that and then say states have voter rights. It's like, yes, states decide how the vote is run. Virginia has decided this is how they do it, and now they want to break the process.
Yeah, and do it because they just want to be the fucking...
Just like what with Pennsylvania in the election, right? With the mail-in votes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's illegal, according to Pennsylvania's laws, to do a mass mail-in vote, and then they did it anyway. And what was it? I think Texas sued them. He's like, hey, you broke your own laws. Supreme Court was like, well, it hasn't technically happened yet because the vote was still ongoing, hadn't happened yet.
Yeah,
Then
and then after the fact, they said, oh, it's too late now.
Yeah, it's already said and done. What difference does it make now? It's like, what the fuck, guys?
That's double jeopardy right there. It's like,
It's zero. It's negative jeopardy. Double jeopardy would mean you would try twice. It was so frustrating to see all this shit. But speaking of elections, a whole bunch of elections just happened for Senate and governor and a whole bunch of other stuff. I got a list here of Texas if anyone gives a shit to look into what happened. But a big one is Crenshaw lost the primary in the Republican Party.
not surprising. He has been so anti-Trump since he got into office.
Well, I expected great things from him.
I did too.
Yeah, but
he
we
was
were
a
following
Marine.
him.
He was a disabled veteran, you know. I expected a
Marine, I thought
See-
he was a SEAL.
But
I thought
he-
he was a SEAL.
He was a SEAL.
Okay,
Yeah.
you said. Oh no, you're right. Marines can be SEALs. My apologies.
Well, I don't
My
know if he
apologies.
was. I don't know what it was, but it doesn't matter at this point. He thought he was so much better than everybody. He just came across as very condescending.
Pompous, even.
Yep. So I mean, I'm not surprised he lost.
And he had terrible opinions. He said
Yeah.
stupid shit. He said the dumbest shit about gun rights. And I was like, dude, you've been to war.
Dumber than
You lost an
Jasmine
eye.
Crockett?
Well, hold on. We'll get to her in a second. But I was like, you lost an eye in warfare. You don't understand the need for a weapon?
Yeah.
You know?
He sounded like he got paid off or something, but, you know, just...
That's what it seems like. He got a giant pocket full of money for this, almost. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not accusing him. But yeah,
Yeah, but
Crockett
just
got...
mannerism.
Crockett got primaried out. She lost her own...
By a white man.
And here's the best part is she blamed the Republicans. She's like, oh, the election's obviously rigged. And it's like you were it was within your own party. Does that mean your own party? But this is what the Republicans like to do. It's like, what the fuck do you? The Republicans wanted Jasmine Crockett to get the nomination.
Yeah, she's trying to say that Republicans crossed it. I mean, like Operation Chaos, where Rush did that with Hillary Clinton, you know.
The thing is, the Republicans want Jasmine Crockett to get the nomination.
Oh, she would have been
so she
easier
would have
candidate
lost.
to beat.
She would have lost to the Republican. This guy actually has a chance. He's
I don't
moderate.
think he has that big of a chance.
Better than she does. And even worse is
if they bring out some of his opinions closer to election day, where they'll stand out. This guy's a wacko too.
Yeah, he used the Bible to his he twisted it. He used it the way he used the Bible.
They always do. They always do. But
So.
the thing is, oh fuck, I forgot.
Right now, the black community is fucking blaming the Hispanic community because nobody voted for Jamie Crockett. Like, okay, who says we're gonna just vote for somebody because of color? You know?
Isn't that racist?
We not monolithic like the black community because of, we not monolithic. Well, you voted seems a different pattern. You know, it's still a whole different story.
And
you know, it's so you now laugh in the dark, dude. It's so scary.
Well, Tony Gonzalez just dropped out of the race for Congress. I want to say 3rd district, but I could be up by like 10. I don't know.
Yeah, like 20 to the 27th.
Yeah, exactly.
30, yeah,
Brandon Herrera tried to primary him.
Well, he didn't get the 50% to...
Herrera lost, but
No.
Gonzalez didn't get 50%.
Yes.
Go to a runoff.
Yes.
And Herrera dropped out of the race. And here's the thing is, isn't he the guy who cheated on his wife and then that woman self-immolated?
Yeah,
because he wouldn't leave his wife?
Yeah.
First of all...
I think she fell for the old trick. Oh, I'm gonna leave you, but he never did. I'm gonna leave his wife.
Cheating on your wife is wrong, but any mistress out there, he's not gonna leave his wife.
Yeah.
He's not. If he was going to, he would have already, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's not gonna leave his wife. Period. Either she is completely oblivious to what's going on, or she's accepted his philandering. Wow, you don't get to use the word philandering very often, do you?
No.
But yeah, she lit herself on fire, and there are rumors that she was trying to, like, threaten him, and she poured fuel on herself and held the lighter and said, I will kill myself if you don't whatever. And she lit the lighter, not realizing that the fumes burned, not the liquid.
The spark, yeah.
And the fumes went, and yeah, burned herself to death because this congressman wouldn't leave his wife for her. And like I said, he's not going to leave his wife, or he already would have. You're just the side piece, and that was all it was.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't make it okay.
Right.
But never expect, especially a man in power. I mean, look, Bill Clinton. Everyone knew what happened with Bill, and Hillary stuck by. He didn't leave his wife, did he?
No, they got a marriage of convenience. You know, they know that they won't be.
True.
They wouldn't have the same political clout if they were the divorce.
Correct. And I got a feeling neither one of them seen each other naked.
Not in a long time.
I think possibly ever, but.
No, well, at least once because they're Chelsea.
Do we know that's Bill's kid? What's funny is the wife is down here making ice cream for my little girl. By the way, she's got no shirt on because she, feeding the baby, and we live in the house. She just laughed when I said we sure that's his kid because she knew that we were talking about Chelsea. But yeah, like I said, these guys in power, most of them are dicks. You wouldn't run for an office unless you wanted to be in control, typically.
Right.
Sometimes you get someone trying to fix something, but president? Let's be real, you never fix shit as president, do you?
Not really, no.
The average American's life doesn't change that much. But, you know, I mean, these guys don't mind sticking their dick in crazy. You know, and yeah, I do too. Don't stick your dick in crazy. Bad things happen, right?
Yeah.
We've all done it. we were all young.
I can neither confirm nor deny that.
Yeah, right. Brian says this as he's remembering his times in Thailand with the lady boys.
Philippines.
You almost got me to spit beer out, Brian. Almost did it.
Damn it! I will get this to happen.
Yeah, I don't know what. I moved my camera for a better angle of me, so I didn't look like some fucking fat dwarf. And it just shut off. Oh, you hear about this woman in North Carolina? Ran as a Republican unopposed and got the nomination?
No.
Yeah. She's a Democrat.
Oh, shit.
And all of her campaign stuff was her in like an Islamic burqa type face covering. Soon as she officially won, she's like, yeah, you guys are fucking stupid.
Yeah, you know what? Too many Republicans to get too, what's the word looking for?
Her ethnic name on the Republican ticket and they voted for it to not look racist.
Yeah, they get too complacent. You know, they think like, okay, we good. No, then...
Every time I think the Republicans are pulling their heads out of their asses and actually paying attention, this kind of shit happens.
Yep. This is not the first time, too, that happened, like, back in New England. Remember the guy that... He was anti-Christ and shit like that, but he... Like,
yeah, he was a Satanist.
Yeah.
Vermont, I believe.
And you know what? Fucking good. Hope they fucking wake up and realize they need to fucking do something about it. How long is in the office for that lady? 2 years? Term?
Well, that was the primary. She has to run against the Democrat. But either way, whomever wins is Democrat.
Yeah, so they need to fucking wake up. You know, that's...
It's funny, who's the, is it Nick Fuentes?
Yeah,
everyone calls a Nazi alt-right, far-right.
Yeah.
He's actually come out and he's challenging every Republican to vote Democrat in this next election. He's like, give them exactly what they want. And I was like, dude, I know what you're trying to do.
Okay, look, that's what happened. We got Joe Biden, and everybody saw what we got. And guess what? 6 months later, they forgot about him. People don't fucking learn.
They don't have a memory. No,
exactly.
They don't
that was my issue. Was I get what you're trying to do? Is like learn your lesson. But
New York's
gonna vote. New York's gonna vote communist again after Mamdani fails, and you know it.
Yeah. Oh, they bought him in, and they get a Republican, and after that, it's 2 Democrats back to back in a row. So like, God.
Well, that's the thing is, if they would learn.
But even the Republican that got voted in New York is not really a Republican. It's a
rhino.
The last real Republican we saw in New York went to prison, didn't he? Giuliani.
Yeah.
He was the last real Republican governor, I believe, or mayor, right? Not governor.
Yeah, mayor, never governor.
By the way, I want to bring up, I did not share to this Google Doc the little video Guapo sent. I didn't think much of it when I saw it, but then I saw someone commenting on the video, so I think maybe we should address it. San Francisco mayor crossing the street. A security guard gets into a fist fight with some dude who attacks him. And the mayor just kind of looks at it and just keeps walking away.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not sure where I stand on this. Security was actually hired because they know how to do this.
But one guy? Just one?
I don't know. Was there another somewhere else? Not.
I don't know. That's the thing. I only see the video
I don't
get a
know.
guy get a fucking head slam in the ground and shit. And
But
like,
the video you shared, dude, looked like that guy had 2 broken legs to me. It
yeah.
looked like he had the 2 giant air casts on, didn't it?
Yeah, but usually, usually when you got a mayor, you got like they got police escorts a little bit, not too much crazy, no.
That's not police though. This is private security.
I know, but why does he have private security? What's wrong with the sheriff's
Hey,
department?
hey! Private security means the taxpayer's not paying for it.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are.
Once they are, that's even
Yeah,
worse, right?
yeah, they are. Do you really have like what the police don't trust you and stuff? Like at least, and what do you do walking San Francisco? You know how that fucking crazy it is. I guess he's too fucking competent to know how fucking crazy it is in San Francisco. Like, hey, let me get my buddy to be my bodyguard. I pay him off on the side, and turn out to be like, oh,
the dude stuck in the fist fight seemed to be handling himself pretty well.
the bump.
The security guy seemed to be.
He's the one that ended up. He was getting. He got a head slam in the ground, and there's a bleed.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. That wasn't great for him, but he did his job.
Yeah, it was the other one. It should be usually like 2, 3. You know, like security guard.
I agree. I'm just saying.
Oh, like
this man took the damage that he promised he would, and you don't always find that with security guards. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Then the other. I mean, like 2 people. One taking care of that guy, and the other one escorting the mayor out of there. You know, like okay. You know, whatever.
Here's the thing: is I hear a lot of people talking trash about the mayor, like, "Oh, he just walked away." What's he supposed to do?
Yeah,
what's he supposed to do?
Yeah, that they take the fucking lawsuits and shit like that. The mayor doesn't take that shit. You know, like
Well, not even
he's not
that,
liability
like-
and shit like that too. Out of harm's way too.
No, let's assume this guy's an MMA fighter, like a world champion, right?
They used to get hit.
Security is trained, right? For
Yeah.
all you know, this man has a plan. Is about to draw his weapon, and now all of a sudden you step in and get involved.
Yeah.
That changes the entire equation, doesn't it?
Yep.
It sure does.
So, like, I am not upset with this guy for walking away.
Yeah, but at the same time, this is your fucking city. People should just be able to walk without getting jumped and shit like that. He needs to clean that city, like.
But he's not gonna. That's
Yeah.
not
No,
what
if
Donnie
they-
got elected on.
They won't even clean up the human feces on the side of the road in San Francisco.
No.
It just looks bad the whole way, true and true, you know.
San Francisco, is that one of the what's the
City in California, yes,
what's
it
the
is.
politically correct way to ask this? Is that one of those highly LGBTQ friendly communities?
Yeah, that's a mega. That's a mecca. of it.
That back in the day, that was like the gay capital of the United States.
Yeah, remember?
Okay, that's what I was trying to ask. So,
Milk.
I'm
What's the
wondering-
name of the milk? Thing, okay.
I was just
Harvey-
wondering if the gay population, homosexual population in San Francisco, is why there's so much poop on the side of the road. Is because no one can hold their poop in; they just fall out and go down their pant leg because their colon has been expanded so much by meat sticks.
No, they're just fucking disgusting. They don't.
So it's not even my lifestyle
No.
led to this. It's
Because
just
the
disgusting
same
human.
shit happens in New York. You smell like piss because there's no public restroom. You always have to, you know, like. Yeah,
I always
mean,
thought it
San
sounded like
Francisco
sour milk.
used to be a huge tourist destination.
The
And
bridge, it's gorgeous.
it is. I was stationed in Alameda, so
Yeah.
Is it Alameda? I thought it was Alameda for some reason.
yeah, Alameda.
Yeah, I've been to California. I don't intend to go back really unless I'm going for a specific thing. We went to go visit my in-laws and see California. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Went to the LA area, accidentally went too far south and got turned around by Border Patrol like 50 miles from the border.
I've been to Tijuana many times.
Yeah, we ended up in Compton once, which I
Been there,
gotta
done
admit,
that.
the first dude that flagged us down was really cool. This old black man, this real rich, gray, not even gray, white beard. Like, what you folks doing down here? And we're like,
You don't
we're
belong
actually,
here.
it's like we're kind of turned around. We're trying to get like orange County or wherever we were in Orange County. He goes, all right, you want to do this and this? He goes, you folks in the wrong neighborhood, something terrible might happen.
Right.
And I was like, oh, well, dude, I genuinely appreciate the heads up, you know? Well, he didn't want us to go drive through some fucking drug dealing gang neighborhood that NWA grew up in. You know what I mean? He's like, no, these folks ain't ready for that. And don't get me wrong, we would have been able to react. We were still active duty. But who wants to get involved in a gunfight when you don't have a gun? You know?
Guns are illegal in California.
All but, anyway. All but illegal. By the way, I went and fired my new 308 again today. I reset my sights on it. I don't know. I've never sighted in a scope before. I've always used iron sights.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been good with iron sights. A scope is completely different fucking animal.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm still trying to figure out how to mount it correctly and then how to sight in. Now, I've at least found my target now, you know?
Yeah.
Now I can start adjusting.
The way you... Oh, never mind. We're not going to get into it.
Well, no, I have a brilliant idea of how to friggin' sight in rifles, dude. We build something, a laser. It's a laser system, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And you pull the bolt out of the back of your rifle.
Yeah. There's a bullet for that.
Well, no, I got it. Comes right out. It's designed to come out. I can look right down my barrel.
Yeah. No, there's like a little bullet-shaped type of laser. You just turn it on, push it in, and you can see where the.
Oh, see, I've never seen that before. I was thinking pull the bolt out, hook up a device with the laser, then.
Yeah, it's like what?
To meet it.
Oh my god! I sent you a link for it.
Yeah, no, this sounds like a great, easy way to set up my sight then. Because
Yeah.
I was thinking, I could actually just load a fake bullet and turn it on to shoot a laser instead. Right
No, but the way you make sure your scope is correctly mounted on it, you mount it on it, you put you're gonna look through it. I mean, make sure you close your eyes, open it up. If you can see without hesitation, you mount it correctly. Then you have to adjust it a little bit.
Yeah, see, that's the issue I had at first, and maybe still. I had to move it a lot closer to my face. I'll get it. I'll get it. Check this out. Canada is asking for border patrol because Americans are basically doing tourism stuff in Canada, but not paying Canadian hotels and food and stuff.
How are they doing that?
What?
How are they doing that?
Crossing the border back into the States.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's like, well, hold on, Canada. I swear, you just started a giant freaking fight over shit saying we were racist for doing exactly this for the exact same reasons. Like, you can't just come here and enjoy this as your homeland and not pay into the system.
Yeah.
Right.
So sounds like you need to tighten up restrictions.
But yeah, Canada's all pissed, and I just thought it was hilarious that they're bringing this up as they're cheering on people fighting ICE.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, what are you guys gonna do? Okay, you guys hate border enforcement. What are you gonna do to stop us from doing what offends
border
you so
enforcement,
much, short of enforcing your border? Just like when you hear these freaking English folk talking about abortion rights in the United States. It's like, do you realize that the abortion rights in the UK are way tighter than here?
Yep. No, they don't.
Now, you have no idea. You can't even get abortion all the way through the first trimester in England, I believe. Wapo's got a kid going nuts.
I can hear you again.
Yeah, I know, right? Like I said, once you get some sound control, some sound
That's
quality,
fucking
right?
ridiculous.
Hey, I enjoy having him on. I really do.
I do too.
But like, he always picks the most echoey room he can find and runs it like a washing machine right next to him.
Yeah.
Kids, that happens. There's not much you can do about that.
Yeah.
Uh, well, this woman from Colorado, freaking check out. She was doing like, oh, I'm one of these warrior people, and was live streaming as she was fucking with ICE.
Mm-hmm.
Followed the dude home and recorded his home address and
That's
published
called
it out there.
stalking.
Yes, she's been arrested. I believe possibly convicted.
What the headline says there, convicted.
Yep, convicted. Yeah, convicted of stalking. It, not only that, but you're telling people come here and kill this guy, right?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Like we said before, everyone expects their white privilege to protect them until they actually do something illegal. You know, I keep hearing about all this white privilege, and then they get arrested. Like, what the fuck? And it's like, well, you broke the law. Like, you know it applies to you too. I thought no one was above the law.
Nope.
Maybe when I finally do make our new music, it'll be at the end of Trump's term, and it'll be too late. And it'll
Probably.
be everyone going, no one is above the law from the Democrat Party. Oh, too bad Guapo's not here. ICE bought some new vehicles because people were following and that looked like an ICE vehicle and like publishing it.
Right.
Oh my God.
They buy Teslas.
No, they bought lesbian mobiles. Bunch of Subarus.
Nice.
Yeah, they bought a bunch of I don't know if you realize it, but women who are sexually attracted to women buy Subarus more than anyone else does.
Did not know that.
Yeah, and they all got the AC Slater hair too.
Okay.
Yeah, the full mullet.
Yep.
But yeah, they bought a whole bunch of like Subarus, and they're blending into the LGBTQIARP community, and it's pissing these guys off, and I think it's hilarious.
Sure.
Hilarious. Because well, no, because if these guys come out and say, you're trying to buy the vehicles the lesbians buy, that's admitting that people are actually different.
Yeah.
And they're not allowed to do that, are they?
Nope.
Because how are they finding these ICE vehicles besides they looked different from what it was here, right?
Right.
Brian, get us started on this next one. I gotta get a beer, but this is huge, freaking huge. It's been at least a year, maybe two, since we got a unanimous decision for the Supreme Court, and not
Yeah,
only
because
that, but
that's
they
not
let
a normal
Ketanji
thing
Brown
anymore, you
Jackson.
know. Exactly. It's
They
hard
let
to get
Jackson write the opinion.
Yeah, it's craziness. The Supreme Court unanimously ruled that courts must defer to immigration judges. So the immigration judges have the ultimate authority when it comes to immigration.
And yes, and it goes deeper than that. It says not just ultimate authority, but if immigration has already done the work and says, yes, this man's a member of a gang in his home country or whatever, they have to accept this information instead of saying, no, we're starting from zero. They need evidence at this point to say, no, they're not a member of a gang of Trende Aragua.
Right.
And this is huge because anyone who's been talking any shit about, do you have a judicial warrant? Do you have a judicial warrant to go get immigrants? No, I don't need a fucking judicial warrant. I need an immigration court, not a judicial court, right?
Right.
The same argument these assholes are bringing up. Well, you know, they're not law enforcement. It's a civil thing. Well, that's why we're sending them to after a civil fucking matter, right?
Right.
These folks are arguing on both sides of the mouth, and they don't realize that they contradict with themselves.
They don't
And
care.
even Jackson was like, yeah, no, you guys are dumb. And that might have been because she blew it so bad last time with her dissenting opinion that even Sotomayor was like, that bitch don't know the law. You remember that one when she like did the AI thing?
Yeah.
And then oh, what's her name? The one Trump put in place after Kavanaugh.
Brown, Comey Brown.
No, not Ketanji. That was Ketanji Brown Jackson was Biden. Talk about the young white woman
I
who's
know what you're
only in
talking
like her
about.
50s.
I can't think of her name. Let me just look it up.
Amy Coney Barrett.
Yep, that's it.
When she published her thing, it was like, obviously, Ketanji Brown Jackson is ignoring 250 years of judicial precedent. And, because basically Jackson was arguing to bring back Jim Crow laws. But this is huge. A unanimous decision is huge.
Yeah, it is. Hardly ever
Um,
happens anymore.
Yeah. And that means anytime anyone fucking says something stupid, you can point at this and be like, all of them agreed with me. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Guapo, just a heads up, I did mute you when you rolled out, just so you know. So to unmute when you're ready to speak. All right. All right. You guys ready to talk about this shit?
Yep. Let's roll.
Well, it's funny because I shared into the you're still muted, but maybe he's still doing it on purpose. I shared into the group chat and I was like, fuck, Congress might have to declare war.
Yeah.
Guapo was like, against what? What? Nothing's happened. It's over. But these guys, okay. Oh, ooh. Israel launched. Well, let's go back a step from that. The nuclear talks occurred, and they moved in Geneva, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And Trump shows up, and they said, we have enough nuclear material for 11 missiles. We can begin negotiations now. And Trump said, I'm going to kill you, and walked out.
Right.
The next day, he was dead. Well, they didn't come with intending to negotiate. They showed up with a threat to start.
Yeah.
They showed up with a threat, and it turns out Israel, Rubio put this out, Secretary of State, Israel was going to do this shit anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And our peace deal, negotiation, nuclear talk, etc., might have been a chance to put it off. But as soon as Israel was going to drop these bombs no matter what, we knew the reaction that was going to happen. May as well get involved, make sure it's done. So, Soleimani's dead, or Soleimani. I keep saying Soleimani. Was he like 1978? Yeah, I'm pretty sure he died before I was born. He was the old Ayatollah, right?
Yeah, but the crown prince, his son, is still alive.
Well, what's nuts is Israel attacked the consulate, I guess, or whatever you call it. They were voting for a new supreme leader, a new Ayatollah.
They weren't actually holding the meeting at the time that happened. The attack happened.
No, but they killed something like, 40 to 60 top government officials, plus the Ayatollah himself. Huge, insane. What happened so fast?
Oh, yeah.
And what gets me even worse was right after we picked up, was it Khomeini in Venezuela? Mandari?
Yeah, Maduro.
Maduro.
There we go.
Yeah,
the
means,
Hispanic accent helped us with that one a lot.
Basically means mature.
Yeah. Okay, I hadn't even thought to translate it.
Yeah. That's all it means.
After we snatched him up, Soleimani's running his mouth like, dude, did you see what just fucking happened in Venezuela?
Yeah.
You know? Did you see when we blew up your nuclear facilities and you didn't even know what happened until we told you? There were better ways for them to handle this.
Yeah.
Still not sure what I think of the strike, but it's already happened. You know what I mean? And then, well, shit. We sunk a drone carrier from Iran.
Yeah.
This is the first aircraft carrier sunk since World War II. We sunk.
So we're calling drones aircrafts now?
Don't they fly? They're not fucking dual prop drones, dude. You know that, right? Okay, you don't. Okay, you can say it's not aircraft. Fine. Okay, it's not the first aircraft carrier since World War II. How is this? A U.S. submarine sank in a fucking Iranian ship with a torpedo, which is the first torpedo kill since World War II.
I'll agree with that.
What the fuck, dude? I mean, it's almost like they wanted to be killed. Like you know these guys don't have the tech to handle this combat. We already control 100% of the airspace, don't we?
Close, but we don't yet.
I could have sworn it was just U.S. and Israel flying over Iran, just blowing up whatever the fuck they wanted at this point. But yeah, then Tim Walz ran his mouth, and his own party was like, "Shut the fuck up, dude." And that's the big issue I'm seeing with the left lately is they don't want to admit this was a good thing because Trump did it.
Right. Because Trump did it.
That's just, how are you ever going to have a good life if you refuse to accept good things from people you don't like?
Right.
Then you bitch about prices of this and that. It's like, well, maybe because the guy who offered you lower prices, you told him to go fuck himself and go die because you'd rather pay more. Maybe that's why shit costs more. And not that's necessarily pertinent here, but this is the issue we're having. Is like, I'd rather pay more than do business with you. Well, okay, fine. Then don't bitch about the price of goods.
Exactly.
You had a choice. No, Guapo messaged me. Well, the laser cartridges. I'll have a look into that. But his own party is like, dude, you need to take a step back and let's find out what happens first. Because a whole bunch of them ran their mouths right away. But I don't know if you've noticed, they've all got very quiet recently. They were talking about Congress finally recalling their war powers. And I was like, it's too fucking late. It's already begun. You can't do it mid-campaign. You got to wait 60 days. Period, right?
No, he's got the power for 60 days without getting congressional authority.
That's what I'm saying. But Congress never had to give him that authority in the first place.
No,
And they didn't give it to Trump. Just anyone who's wondering. No, Obama blew up American citizens overseas.
Nobody cared about that.
Yeah, he blew up a restaurant full of civilians. And there's an American citizen in there. And when he was asked about it, he said, well, you should have had a better father. And it's like, what the fuck, dude? That's the most racist shit I've ever heard of. Because could you imagine if you used that
from
argument?
The black president.
Yeah, could you imagine a white guy saying that to a black kid who's going to jail or just got blown up? Should have had a better father.
Sure don't.
Now, a couple countries told us we're not allowed to conduct these campaigns from their country.
Yeah.
You got to unmute Guapo. Okay. Oh, you're still not unmuted. Oh, yeah, I clicked the mute button because all we heard was you yelling at your kid. We were still can't hear you, but oh shit, okay. You just had to click start video.
He's back.
Okay.
Son of a bitch, I just had to click start video.
No, they get it like they're fighting about stupid stuff like what you guys are yelling about.
Yeah. Kids being kids.
That's what kids do.
Yeah, I know.
But Spain has told us that we can't use our Spanish base to do this. So we moved our aircraft out.
Hours.
Well, we moved our aircraft out. But here's the real question: isn't the United States base? Aren't the U.S. bases in Spain U.S. sovereign territory?
Nope, they are not.
I thought they were.
No, it's part of the agreement with Spain. They're actually it's a joint base between Spain and the U.S. Spain has ultimate control.
Oh, see, there we go. I'm glad I heard this because I know as a fact, for example, Japan or Germany don't get a fucking say what we do, right?
No, exactly. That's why we moved our aircraft out of Spain to Germany.
Yeah, because the Germans don't get a say because of the deal we signed with them after World War II, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no. We're going to keep military there forever. and there's nothing you can do about it. And you know what? The Germans have been really, really good about it for a long time too, haven't they?
Yep.
Because first time the boot was put down on the Germans after a war, they just rose up again. The Austrians showed up, took over, and the Third Reich began. Right?
What's this next article? Middle East leading independent news source since
Yeah, I thought that was
2022.
I thought that was another half of that first one, so I'm not even sure at this point. Oh yeah. It's
But
the US
anyways, that
aircraft
didn't
over
last
Spain.
long because they changed their mind. Like, yeah, you can use it.
No, so they already said you could use it now.
Yeah, the backtrack.
After Iran's retaliation.
No, after the fucking sanctions and stuff that Trump put on it. Okay, that's how you feel. We get approved.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And
Spain
guess what?
has Spain's a monarchy too.
Yeah.
Not everyone realizes
Constitutional monarch.
I just know that we were told. I never got to go to Spain because I had duty the one day we were in Rota.
I love Rota, Spain. One of my
Everyone
favorite
says that,
ports on the
fuck you.
East Coast. On a med cruise, that's one of my favorite ports.
But they made a big deal before we had port. It was like, if you're fucking drunk, find a toilet.
You can't pee on the trees.
If you pee on the trees, you will get arrested and go to prison for peeing on the king's trees. And I was like, the king?
Yep.
He owns there.
But yeah, the king literally owns it all, right?
Yep.
There's orange trees. There's orange trees in the middle of the street. You're not allowed to touch it too, because it belongs. They do a lot of benefits with the marmalades and shit like that.
Orange trees?
Yeah, there's orange trees in the middle of the street.
Isn't that kind of far north for orange trees?
No, yeah. You look at it from different type of. You have to look at it.
Well, no, you got the warm port of the Mediterranean
Yeah.
to create warm air that might keep that part of Spain warmer longer.
Yeah, they do a lot of vegetables and so a lot of vegetation. It's a far land basically to the Europeans over there in Spain.
Yeah, exactly. The king owns all of it, though. It just blew my mind.
Yeah, people don't know about fucking like shit going on around the world. Like, I was making a comment about like, why they protested the king in England because blah 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 blah. Like, yeah, but that's like ironic. Like, what do you mean? Like, because they got a fucking king in England?
Yeah, exactly.
Like so?
They like fucking they didn't comprehend it. We're like, okay.
Yeah, they're thinking 1600s English king.
No, but I said they want no kings. Like, well, how are they gonna do that when they got a monarch?
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
What do you-
Well, no, that's why when Canada was helping with the No Kings protest,
Yeah.
they held up signs that said "No Tyrants."
That
And
made
I was
more
like-
sense.
And I was like, you guys are joining the No Kings movement, and you know you have a king, right? And for real, let's be real. How many Americans know that Canada has a king? Just for shits and giggles, Smara Guapo. Ask 5 people who the king of Canada is, and see what they say. See how many say Charles versus they don't have a king. Ryan, you give it a try. See what happens. I bet you'll get a good laugh.
Oh, it'd be a hilarious laugh.
Shit, I want to do a man on the street now and ask people about the king of Canada and watch everyone be like, "What do you mean?" By the way, you guys fill up your tanks, your gas tanks right after this bombing happened.
Unfortunately, I did.
Yeah, but no, I got my
right
minivan.
after was important, not instead of now.
My minivan half empty, and I fill it up $25 still.
As soon as I heard this bombing happened, I went and topped off all my vehicles and filled my gas can. Since then, gas has gone up 20 cents a gallon at the nearest gas station.
Yeah,
and of course,
it's up. Even in Virginia here, it's up.
And then of course, I had a small excavator show up to my house that runs on gasoline.
Well, you can probably excavate for your own gas there.
You know, gasoline's not a natural resource, right? Like you
Oil
can't just dig it
is.
up. Oil? Do you know how to make gasoline out of oil?
I'm sure you can figure it out.
I'm sure I could, but it does not sound safe. Not the way I would do it anyway, because it'd be in like glassware. The crazy thing is this machine I bought only holds like 3 gallons of gas at a time.
Yeah, you're not supposed to drive it around like to town and stuff.
Well, no, it only goes like a mile an hour, maybe. But not even that. I was assuming it would burn more gas to operate these hydraulics, but it does not. You barely even hear the engine rev up when you're doing like heavy work with it. I was like, oh, this thing has fucking got balls. And yeah, I'm not pulling stumps out with it, but I can dig out the ground around the stump. And I got this attachment I can put on instead of the bucket and the knuckle. That'll cut through stump roots. So I cut off the roots, then I can pick the stump out. And I was like, fuck, this is worth, $5,000. This is going to save me hundreds of hours of work each year. But yeah, gas has shot up.
Oh, yeah.
Not sure why, because we weren't buying Irani gas.
That's what I don't understand either.
Because supply and demand, everybody else is buying from.
Supply and demand. Oh, okay. What you're saying is now they can no longer get Irani gas, so now they're buying it from the same people we buy from. Therefore, the price goes up.
China is no longer buying for Iran, so they have to buy it for us or anybody else. So like demand.
So that drives the price up. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, supply and demand, basically.
All right, yeah.
But people like, oh, you put like I know what they're saying, but it's a basic supply and demand. The more demand it is for oil, the higher it's gonna go.
Well, here's the crazy thing too: is all these folks trying to defend Iran right now that look like idiots. Do they realize Iran is supplying all of the oil to Russia in this war with Ukraine?
No.
Russia and China, so.
Yeah, and China was buying the oil from Iran too.
And guess who consume a lot of fucking oil? So. But we haven't even touched the refineries or anything or they're just crude oil. That's the only thing to sell.
I don't think they make gasoline.
They're just crude oil. That's what they sell.
I think they pull it out of the ground.
So China got their own refinery. Yeah, this is like, the demand of crude oil is higher. That's all. Eventually it's gonna happen, but probably once we settle Iran, probably it's gonna go back to normal prices.
Maybe.
What's normal?
Maybe.
No, but I'm saying they're gonna start selling crude.
It'll dip back down.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: is
probably will make it even cheaper because they can sell it to anybody else.
Once it's said and done, and the oil has been claimed, because let's be real, that's gonna happen. Right? Now, who gets it? Israel or the United States?
They could probably sell it to international market, like they're friendly to us.
Yes, but who gets to sell it?
What do you mean?
The oil in Iran.
Iranians.
No. Oh. Okay. I like this because this is what Trump said, wasn't it?
Yeah, we got a good government, willing to play ball. They gotta sell the crude oil, and price is gonna drop dramatically and stuff. In a good way.
Trump came out at like 2 a.m. when this happened. It was like, people of Iran, we have taken down the dictator. We have taken out most of the government. Now is your chance to take back your country. Because the Islamic Republican Guard took control of Iran in 79, right? So I don't know. Are the people gonna take control? I don't know. Meanwhile, we've lost 3 F-15s in this conflict. What's even worse, it was our fucking own friends. It was friendly fire.
Yep.
Kuwait shot down 3 of our fucking jets.
F-18 the other ones.
My article says 15s because
F-18. Sorry, 15. Sorry, pronunciation is bad.
Si se puede.
This doesn't help.
Yeah. Ayúdame! Brian's like, what?
What?
My Spanish ain't great, but it's better than Brian's.
Mm.
Well, ayúdame is help me, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Or
You say,
I need
or you
help.
can say just ayuda.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
can
but
just-
ame means is reflexive.
Yeah, to
upon
me, yeah.
myself.
Yes.
Yeah.
But if you like, just shorthanded ayuda, like help. It basically, ayuda basically mean help me.
Yeah, or please, not even please help me. I need help, or
Necesito.
yeah, or again, it's difficult to translate, and you know better than I. But you know things don't translate, right?
No, raw translation doesn't work.
Yeah, this
Because-
is what it means. Oh, if you go straight up translating, freaking Spanish is backwards from English in terms of like verb, noun, adjective, right?
Yeah.
I still like gordita though. That one makes me laugh my ass off. Brian, you like Taco Bell?
Love Taco Bell.
Have you ever had a gordita?
Yep.
You know that means little fat girl.
Love little fat girls.
You know what? You know what burrito means? Burro.
Little donkey.
Yeah, and you know why they call it little donkey?
Oh, you can load that motherfucker.
You can love that motherfucker. Oh, like what?
But I just laugh sometimes at the literal translation of stuff. I'm
Yeah,
like,
but I got a meeting. You're like, oh, why? Because you can load it up with whatever you want.
yeah, put whatever you want on it.
Yeah.
The problem is, then the donkey dies. But
Yeah.
you can get another donkey.
You can get another. You can get a baby-sized donkey.
Yeah, a burrito.
Can't load much shit on
Burrito.
a baby donkey. You killed one donkey, you're gonna get a baby donkey and put the same amount of shit on it?
Hell yeah, bigger tortilla.
No, you gotta build it up so it can hold more weight as it
Yeah.
goes.
You get a bigger tortilla or two tortillas.
Anyway, Iran
Mm-hmm.
responded with a missile barrage, basically anywhere they could fire one.
Oh, they pissed up everybody.
Well, they accused the U.S. or Israel, I'm not sure, of like blowing up a school of girls, right?
There's no actual proof of that.
Well, no, the video came out. It was their own fucking rocket that misfired. It went up like 300 feet in the air, started spinning out, and came straight back down and blew up the school. Because they don't have their technology isn't advanced enough.
They didn't get it from China, they got it from the Clintons.
I'm just saying that it was their own fucking rocket that blew up that school of girls. This video of this thing shooting up, spinning, and losing control, and boom, right into the ground, and end of the game. And while we're on boom, straight into the ground, Israel has this missile that blew my mind. I think they call it the Blue Sparrow. If someone wants to look it up, the aircraft flies over and marks its target like we would with a laser, right? And they fire their payload, but their payload goes out, then goes straight up into out of the atmosphere into literal space, right?
Okay.
Turns around, finds its target, and then comes straight down with rocket propulsion plus gravity, making it all but impossible to intercept this missile.
Wow.
And I was like, this thing is fucking nuts. That is a terrifying weapon. And that is what they hit the consulate meeting with. I was just like, wow, that is an insane weapon that the world has never seen before. But, and that's the thing, is you need to decide when it's time to use your new weapon, right? You don't want the world to know you have it until you need to use it, just like the nuclear bomb. Everyone was talking about it until one got dropped.
Oh, yeah.
And God knows what the United States is holding on to right now that we're not using because it's going to be an
like
unknown
the
weapon.
sonar,
in the future.
like the sonar,
The sonic weapons, yeah.
Yeah.
And I hear Guapo clicking. Are you trying to look up that missile I mentioned?
No, typing of
No,
somebody.
You're
somebody
Googling porn, aren't you?
No, I responded to somebody about my plastic and fucking plastic and aluminum exposure. I posted,
All right.
yeah.
All right. I think we're up to 6, or at least 6 now. Americans, service member killed.
They were all in
Wow.
Kuwait.
Yeah, I
Damn.
was just gonna say that they weren't involved in the actual strike, even though these articles make it sound like it. They were involved. They were on a base or in port overseas and got it. That was attacked by Iran.
They were all National Guard, and they were all in a support role. They were part of the supply chain.
That's too bad. Hold on. She wants to be involved for a second.
Oh.
she saw herself and got excited and pointed. I'm sorry, baby. I can't hear a word you're saying. Sorry, guys. Go ahead and carry on with the show for a minute.
Okay. Where are we? Where's my last one? I had it right here a while ago. Okay, we're done. 3 remember killed seriously, 1 day operation military. Okay. So far 6. You know, this is what we signed up for. You know, it's just gonna happen.
Well, when you join up for the National Guard, you don't expect it to happen like that.
Well, here we are now. You know. Hold on, you expect this to happen since freaking early 2000 when we fucking invaded Iraq? There's a lot of National Guards were over there. Iraq. Yeah. She's not helping right now with my pronunciation and shit.
Well, Iran has struck U.S. military facilities across the Middle East in retaliation.
They fucking hit Dubai.
Yeah, no,
They
that's
hit
what it's
the
about.
Bahrain, too.
Well, isn't Dubai the capital of Bahrain?
No, Bahrain. but
Dubai and UAE. I never remember Bahrain, Dubai, UAE. What's in what and what's separate?
Okay, Bahrain. The capital of Bahrain is Manama.
Okay, which one is the super rich country
Dubai.
that has built
Dubai.
that built the islands?
Yeah,
that grow
Dubai.
by palm trees.
Dubai. That's a lonely island.
Dubai got bombed too.
Yeah. UAE is on the south of Dubai. This is their like little horn. The little horn close to Iran.
Yeah, I've been
That's a
to both.
straight-
I just can never remember which one's which.
That's a straight Bermudes right there. Bahrain and Dubai, they're both islands.
Yep.
Yeah, but yeah, they've been launching rockets everywhere, blowing everything up, and these guys had nothing to do with shit. These are other Islamic nations that they're firing rockets
It's just
at.
pissing off the other nations.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and now almost the entire world is on board with fucking wiping them out. And like, even Spain was like, okay, we were wrong. You know? And no, I don't like killing a bunch of people.
No.
But at some point, I mean, how many ships were they blowing up going through, what was it, the,
Trades and moves.
oh yeah, Strait of Hormuz, right? That they were attacking in the Red Sea.
I don't think they blew a lot of them up, but they were like making it difficult for them to get through.
Oh, yeah.
It made people not want to go through because they might be blown up.
Yeah.
Bunch of oil tankers and such, and cargo ships. How are you supposed to get goods from like Spain to
India.
okay, India's a good one. I was gonna say Thailand, but without
Yeah.
going through the Strait of Hormuz, you have to go all the way the fuck around Africa, right? That's a long ass trip. And these guys, and they even said like, "Oh, we're clamping down on it." It's like, Jesus Christ! What, we sank 8 of their ships in like 5 minutes?
Yep.
And Trump has promised to wipe out the rest of the Navy. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we've sunk more since then, haven't we?
No, there's one that escaped and went to what's the name of the fucking? They just had a revolt over the government.
Okay, so you think there's
Sri
one
Lanka.
Iranian Navy? You think there's one Iranian Navy ship still left?
Yeah, they went to Sri Lanka, and that's where they parked. They're like, hey, there's no government, so they're like, we don't know what to do, so we're just gonna park our asses in here.
There's no government in Sri Lanka?
No, the Iran.
Why did Sri Lanka let him in?
Because they were like they're like, we don't want to get killed. We don't know what's. There's no leadership, so like, okay, we just.
Yeah, but the problem is by letting them more just means that you're gonna have bombs land on your pier.
No, because I mean, like, okay, let's say you're the CEO, and you guys just fall.
Oh, you're thinking these guys just hit port and got off the ship and then walked away?
No, they're still there. Like, look, we don't know what's going on. We're gonna see what happens, you know.
Yeah, it's gonna get bombed. It's gonna get bombed, and bombs.
Well, like they find a neutral area. Like, hey, we don't want to get destroyed. Like,
but
okay.
yeah, but no, the Iranian ship is Iranian military. Wherever the fuck it is, they are a target. You let them into your port, and you let them moor to your pier. Your pier's getting fucked up too.
Yeah, but what if they're like, okay, you know what? We're neutral. Like the CEO, like we're neutral. We're not.
That's only Switzerland.
Oh, had the skipper stepped off the ship and said, "We're not involved."
Yeah.
They could have done this
because they're not like who's he gonna?
He could have gone over the radio, public waves, AM waves, and said, "We surrender. We give our ship to the United States." They could have easily turned the ship over to us to even be scrap metal instead of running away.
Well, that's what they did. They're like, okay, look, I mean, I don't know what happened, but I was like, if I was this captain, like, okay, I can't the government. What can I do? I'm just gonna put my.
You can flat out surrender
to Sri Lanka.
You have one ship against the United States military.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? You may as well say, I'm done fighting. Here's my ship. You know, please don't hang me. You know?
Oh shit! I misspelled Sri Lanka.
I don't know. There's plenty of ways to turn over. It's been done before in war history, where vessels have been surrendered. And what would we do with an Iranian fucking warship anyway? Like for real? Like we're gonna use it?
Nope.
No. It'll either turn into a coral reef off the coast of Australia, or we're gonna melt it down for scrap metal, right?
Yeah.
And I still don't understand why Iran genuinely thought they could do this fight.
There's a second one now.
But you know why they thought they could do this? Because they've been getting away with it the whole time. And Trump finally fucking did something.
Okay, Sri Lanka took control of the second Iranian ship.
So Sri Lanka said this is our ship now.
I guess so. That's what the headline.
Okay,
Sometimes the headline's misleading, you know.
Yeah, I can accept that. It was maybe they were afraid to turn over the ship to be afraid because they might be killed.
Yeah,
but
I mean, because there's no leadership now. So who they gonna listen to? You know,
the United States. I'm telling you, get Guapo. Get yourself a ham radio, long wave radio, which every Navy ship on the planet has. You will be able to contact the United States Navy, and you can say, "I surrender," from almost anywhere on this planet, and you know that. You know, you can speak to people in Japan with a ham radio in Virginia, right?
Yeah, but that's the thing.
Ways,
like, look,
easy ways to do this.
Look, this is the thing about. I know what you're saying, but that's downsides. You don't want to fucking noodle a country because then after that it's gonna be not able to defend themselves.
They already lost their whole navy and army.
Hold on. What's up?
I can't move too near me.
Okay, good.
I love how he thinks if he takes the headphones away from his face, we can't hear him. We muted you, Guapo, because just because you take the headphones away from your face doesn't mean we can't hear you. Yeah, you gotta do the clicky thing. Oh, there we go.
No, because we got a mute thing. here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I could hear you for a bit.
How about now? Can you hear me?
Yes, I could hear you when you.
I think this thing doesn't work no more. Fuck.
I still hear you.
I know. My little ticket here doesn't work no more.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Well, you can do it electronically with a click of the button too. You know that, right?
I know, but I see him and I already got the stem in my hand. All I have to do is, Anyways.
But I'm just saying it's not that difficult to say I surrender.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, but
there's a million ways to do it. Even just hoist up a giant fucking bed sheet from the flagpole, the mast, right?
Yeah. But the other thing too, you don't know what kind of fucking brainwashing they had. Like what kind of shit they've been talking about us. So the CEO may not be able to trust us either.
Okay, yeah. That's actually why I said
they find a neutral place.
And then they turned over their vessel.
Yeah, they like let's figure out what's going on out there.
It's so loud.
Me?
Yeah.
Let me borrow a little.
Yeah,
how about now? Can you hear me? Is it better?
Yeah, but the problem is your volume control is your volume. You need to control gain. And you probably got to do that through your computer.
Yeah.
You have no idea how to find your sound settings, let alone have time to do it right now. But yeah, you can control how much your microphone picks up.
I know. I thought it was my thing in here.
No, that's not how loud it is in your ears from everyone.
I know. So that's how often I go coming here.
But yeah, man, like this got crazy fucking fast, and I think as soon as Iran attacked the United States Navy base and the United States Air Force base, I think it is the duty of Congress to declare war, even.
They're not going to do that.
They're not going to do it because it's Trump in office.
What?
They're not going to do it because Trump is in office.
It's their fucking duty.
They're fucking bitter, dude. They don't like Trump. They will not get him the winning.
Well, here's the fucking problem with this, though. It's exactly what you said. Is now we got all these fucking terror cells basically activating in the United States that Biden let in, right? Because we weren't checking IDs. Well, we just had a fucking mass killing in Texas, right? In Austin.
Yep.
Which is a liberal city in Texas.
Yep. Capital city of Texas.
Cops showed up and ended up putting the guy down. The cops are actually being indicted. What the fuck? Like, I'm sorry. We show up, a man just killed like 3 people and injured 7 more. Points his gun at the cops shoot him dead. The cops have to go to court now and go to trial.
That's Austin for you.
Whatever happened to a presumption of innocence, especially from the police, and every witness that this man just killed a bunch of people?
No, that's not how
Democrats don't
work.
care about that shit.
This sounds like a giant waste.
They're guilty until proven innocent.
Yeah.
This sounds like a giant waste of money. You can have a trial so everyone feels better, right? And it's going to cost us how much as taxpayers to pay for this fucking trial? And you can say it's not that much. Actually, it's tens of thousands of dollars more than people realize, you know? It's frustrating as fuck, dude.
Yeah.
And this is what we're getting is
cheating treatment.
We let all these assholes in this country without checking ID.
No ID necessary.
Yeah, then this shit happens. And we're gonna... I don't know to tell you, man. I moved into the goddamn boondocks.
For a reason.
For several reasons.
You don't like it there either.
Oh, I love it here.
Yeah, we could tell. We could tell with a smirk on your fucking face when you and your little tractor.
It's funny. In my family, I'm known for never smiling and never being caught in a picture smiling. But yeah, oh man. By the way, that thing's got a land leveler plow in the front. I can plow my driveway with that motherfucker. Nice.
You're gonna be I plow my land.
Shit, yeah, you got an acre that I can fit in the bed of my pickup truck. Come out and fix your acre for you.
Yeah. I mean, the section I need to clear up is less than an acre. I think it's almost like 100 yards, less than that.
Oh, well, still, I get done in 2 hours. And oh,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ!
I don't know how leftovers that close.
What? Yeah, it happens.
How's the body now?
It's not bad as long as you don't start shouting with your echo.
I got headphones and I bumped up the volume, and then now I have to fucking scream the same volume you guys are hearing, you know.
Well, check this out, dude. U.S. just got involved in an Ecuadorian land attack on the cartels.
Yeah.
So apparently this cartel crackdown might be going bigger than we had first anticipated.
Mm-hmm.
Is Trump going to clean up the drugs too? As he fucking white?
Well, he's all about blowing up drug boats. So
is he gonna clean the Western Hemisphere?
We were hearing a lot about the drug boats for a while, and we're not so much anymore.
Yeah, we're on Iran now.
Well, is it not happening, or have they stopped because they get blown up?
Well,
I'm sure it's a deterrent that they're getting blown up.
The drug boats were coming out of Venezuela, and after that, Maduro happened, so you got the head cut off. So the only place it could come out from is Colombia or Ecuador.
Yeah, and Ecuador just helped us crack down on exactly this.
Mm-hmm. But nobody's talking about it because everybody's like, "Oh, World War III is about to start." With who?
Now, here's a real question though: is with the crackdowns on the cartels in South America, is this going to make my cocaine cost more?
Yes.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Now's not the time to take up your cocaine habit. It's too expensive.
Right now, I should buy as much cocaine now as I can before I can't buy it anymore.
Coca league, start buying coca.
Oh, there we go. I'll start growing my own coca. How's that?
Yeah. They're going to call you Coca-Cola.
Fentanyl in cocaine's down.
What's that?
Fentanyl in cocaine's down.
Non-price.
Dude, I wouldn't know where to get cocaine if my life depended on it.
No, you don't want to get cocaine right now. It's all.
No, I wouldn't even know
fentanyl.
where.
I don't trust it. I wouldn't trust it.
But I'm just saying, I wouldn't even. No, I couldn't find fentanyl. I'm certain of that. I wouldn't even know where to find cocaine. Like, pot, that's easy. Like, you can literally grow it in your backyard. You know what I mean?
I don't do
Oh,
that.
everyone besides Brian, apparently.
I grew in somebody else's backyard and I'm still smoking it, so. But I'm about to move to a state where I don't have to grow it anymore. I'll just buy it.
Yeah, but you can grow it, which is cheaper. But the problem is you're going to have to grow it indoors in general in Michigan.
Yeah.
Anyway, repeat offenders here as we are heading into leftovers.
He just got home.
Morning, lads. That's a sound of victory.
He's drinking a Foster's.
Nah, tea's new. Tea's new. Couldn't bring yourself to it, boys.
Fucking world is ending, dude.
Nah, it's not. No way, far from it. You guys are in front. Biggest mistake by Iran, mate, was to bomb all these other countries around it.
They lost a ton of support, you know.
They bombed every other Middle Eastern country who was like, we don't want to get involved. And as soon as you bomb them, they're like, fuck it, kill them all.
Yeah.
You know?
They're now flying with your pilots, mate. And guess what? Spain's now sending an armada.
Oh shit! Which is funny. We were just talking about how Spain told us to get our fucking aircraft out of their country if we're going to be involved, and now they're sending an actual armada, which is hilarious because that's a Spanish word.
Yep, Spain's sending some boats now. I think Trump's ripped it up, and they can see what's happening.
Are they gonna fly the old Spanish flag, the Empire Spanish flag?
Mate,
is the Australian Navy on the way to the fight?
Mate, we were on your subs that blew up their boat.
Oh, yeah. That's something we do when we have guys from other ships around. That's definitely a thing.
Yeah.
We're on the sub that blew up that just off the coast of Sri Lanka. That blew up that Iranian naval vessel.
Yeah, the first submarine torpedo kill since World War II.
Well, you know, now, because it's not an act of war, It's a mission. But
You could say that all you want. Using
I can,
submarines
mate.
to sink ships is fucking an act of war. Whether or not it is war, it's an act of war.
No, Congress can only call it war. But
war, active war, and war are not the same.
No, they're two different things, mate. But
yes,
the thing is,
this is an act of war, but not war.
Well, that's why the U.S. Department of War trying to get people to get involved, and I think Iran's done that for them. Iran's done the job. The minute Iran hits bloody Turkey, NATO then's activated.
That's why they haven't been directly attacked yet.
If they hit Turkey, NATO gets involved.
Then it's an actual declaration of war.
Yep, 100%. And it'll be between NATO and.
How do you go to war with Iran? Like, we've already wiped out most of the government and almost all of their military. We got to send in 300,000 soldiers to go march in and take over?
Use the Kurds. Kurds already had an on-field battle with them. But
we've tried arming the opposition before. It has not worked well.
No.
They're already armed. They've got your arms already.
I know. We've fought and then been friends with them, fought with them and friends with them again.
Yeah. They're armed, mate. They've already had conflict with them the last couple of days. The Kurds are going in. The Kurds will be the foot soldiers.
Yeah, but are they gonna just take out military targets, or are they going to kill everyone on their way there?
Military targets have been taken out daily. Like Iran's hiding so much stuff underground. Like, you've got to give them credit. They've planned ahead. They've got their drones and all that, but you're bringing stuff in, sophisticated stuff that will blow those drones out of the sky.
Oh, they didn't even realize it existed. I got a feeling this has something to do with the air bases, airspace that's been shut down in the United States recently with accidental military lasers and stuff. Yeah, I got a feeling this is testing shit out.
Well, mate, look, I look at what I've seen. I'm not trusting anything from media reports. That's all bullshit. You guys are low on bloody missiles. You're low. This bullshit. You guys are the most stockpiled country in the world.
Except for nuclear weapons, but we have a better opportunity to deploy them.
Russia's got more, but they're not today. They could blow up in those silos. But the thing is, you guys have got more stockpile than any other nation in the world.
Yes, because after World War II, we realized we had to be able to maintain a two-war global front.
Yep.
We had to fight a two-front war with a global war going on. And we said we're always going to be able to do this because no way we're getting caught off guard.
Well, look at it. You're only into week 2, and look what you've done. They've got 3 lots of bloody leadership blown out of the sky. Three lots of people trying to take over.
We lost 3 jets.
Yeah, but that was from the Q-80s. Shot down 2 of them.
Thank you. Yeah, but that was your own fucking friends. Iran couldn't shoot them down.
But your 3 pilots survived. Hey, see, put them in the back of the van.
Yeah, all 3 of them survived. Yep.
And they put him back in the van with Coors beer, not bloody Bud Light.
All I could think was, at least they weren't 22s, but they probably couldn't have hit the 22s. You know?
No.
Nobody knows about the 22s.
You guys are flying over Q8 and took it easy. That's why I think that brought them down.
But the thing is, Kuwait, our base was in Kuwait.
It's probably your stuff that blew them down.
Maybe, but don't they have communications back and forth? Like, hey, we're coming in, you know?
Coming in hot.
Anything can happen. Yeah, because you free the airways, don't you, when you're flying in on a mission? You're going on a mission.
Yeah, and they know you're coming back.
Who knows?
And I'm pretty sure, does Iran have 16s?
Mate, no, they did. They had a couple. They're gone.
Where did they get those?
Black market.
Black market. Who's making F-16s black market?
Nobody.
What did you leave in Afghanistan?
There were probably some 16s, so it's possible they got some that way. Possible. But that was mostly 18s and Blackhawks, right?
You guys sold them a lot of stuff back in the late 80s, I think it was, 70s or 80s. They took a lot of your, like, the stuff that you guys want to get rid of.
Yeah, we were still using.
Yeah, but you sold them a
That's
lot
the
when you're
crazy
upgrading.
thing.
And
That's the
that's
thing
what I find
is,
funny. You sell you guys. This is what I can't understand. You sell your stuff off when you upgrade.
I'm
So then
upgrading
why?
to Letitia James.
Yeah. Oh,
well,
she's
I
gone,
just
mate.
want to say, but when we go to upgrade and we sell it off, it also means we can find it and shoot it
Easy.
down, which means we don't want it anymore. So you can have
Yeah.
it. That's fine. But yeah,
Mate,
let's talk about
Israel,
Letitia.
you guys in Israel are kicking ass. That's all I've got to say.
She orders a hospital to resume transgender transitions in New York City and New York State for minors.
Is
She's bucking the
she
system.
is she allowed to force hospitals to perform procedures?
You wouldn't think
No.
so.
No.
Like, aren't almost all hospitals private?
Yes.
She has no authority
No.
to do this.
Nope.
Especially because what that one hospital just got sued, they got their pants sued off, right? For this exact thing.
Yeah.
That's why they stopped.
Yep.
I don't know, man. At what point are people going to realize that you can't just say this is the law now and then finally realize that doesn't make it the fucking law?
She is the law in New York.
I don't think
Uh,
ever.
Mom Donnie thought he was too, and he's already bankrupted New York City,
Yeah. There's still shit nice on the streets.
which is crazy. It's mostly thawed, but New York did such a bad job. And as the ice melts, you find the fucking turds.
Yep. And the dead bodies.
Well, to be fair, that happens every time there's a nasty freeze
Yeah, same here, mate.
and a big snow like that. But it's not usually a whole bunch, you know? And if it is, it's a homeless encampment that froze to death or something, you know?
Yeah.
Or it was like 105 degrees for 5 days, which is something you typically don't see in the United States where people live.
No.
Maybe in like the Mojave, but that you see that in like Boston, New York, people die.
Just ask you as a quick question while we talk about Letitia James and Mandani and that. Do you think this is going to play a factor on the gubernatorial election?
For where?
New York?
For New York State, Hochul?
Hochul's gonna win again. She's fucking the voters in New York are idiots.
She pulled all help from Donnie as soon as he took office too.
Yeah.
She endorsed him until he won. Then she's like, I don't want to have anything to do with this guy. I'm not doing anything he suggested.
Yeah.
Which is nuts because you think the people of New York City would see that as a fuck you, New York City. It would be enough to change the governor. But they're like Brian said, they're stupid.
As well? Didn't he want to take over state taxes as well?
Yeah, that was when Hochul was like, yo, you're not getting a cut of the fucking state taxes. Because he brought up the argument is like, well, New York City pays more into state tax than this, and we should get more out of it. And it's like, motherfucker, when you were on the council for New York State, New York, not instead of New York City, you made the opposite argument saying that's how taxes work. You brought in more money, you pay more. He's literally just saying whatever the fuck he thinks he needs to say.
I'd love to see how many businesses and millionaires and billionaires have left New York now because of me.
Actually, it was a giant exodus right away. And speaking of, Zuckerberg has finally finished moving out of California.
Whoa, no way.
Over taxes.
Oh, that's a big
billionaire was like, I'm done. I'm not paying this anymore.
Yep.
California's all pissed off. He's like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, tried to tell you 15 times, and you told me to fuck myself and pay more tax, you know?
Only paid for so long.
Wonder when Google will move.
I think Google should go to Alaska. I know it sounds weird, but that massive server farm, pardon me.
Gonna melt the iceberg.
Not an iceberg. Alaska's not an iceberg, dude. It's a landmass. So what you do is you build your structure, maybe even underground, but not necessarily. But then you put a bunch of oh my God, what do they call them? Windsor engines. There's an engine that runs on difference of temperature, right? So like the gas expands, it pushes the piston up, and then it gets to where it's cold, or it cools the chamber down and comes back up, right? So what you do is you put one side down where the hot Stirling engine. You put one side down in the hot area where these servers are hot, and the other side of it up in the freaking sub-zero Fahrenheit temperatures of Alaska.
Okay.
And these engines will run just on the temperature difference, which might put some of the energy back into the server farm. Let's use some of that waste heat. It'd be free energy for Google and Alaska. There's tons of Alaska uninhabited. Let's be real.
Oh, hell yeah.
Alaska could get a massive boost in income taxes, or taxes coming in, rather, by having Google do this.
Anything else you want to talk in leftovers?
Not really. I'm gonna bring it up just because it's gonna be a thing. Trump was officially listed in an Epstein thing, accused of sexual or whatever. But the problem is, this was the tip line that came out after the fact, where I could write in something and say, or call in.
Didn't Clinton come out and say in his testimony that he didn't know anything about Trump and Epstein?
Yes.
Yeah.
But like, I could right now call this tip line and say
make
Joe
up
Biden
shit.
diddled me on Epstein Island.
Yeah.
And it would be the same credibility as this claim against Trump. I thought I had to bring it up because the Justice Department released it. And people are going to go nuts on it, and you know it.
I actually shared something about that today. There was a report on it. And
there you go.
One of the women who claimed that he sexually assaulted her was on a golf course that he had. It was 1996 or 86 or something like that. And he hadn't bought it to actually about 6 or 7 years later.
Yeah. Well, just like the woman that claimed he raped her in a department store changing room. Like Donald Trump goes to department stores, right?
Never.
Yeah. She claimed to have been she specifically said she was wearing this specific dress because she remembered it vividly, and it wasn't made for like 7 years after when she claimed this happened. But everyone believes her, you know? Well, she got the details wrong. Well, maybe it wasn't Donald Trump. She was also the one that said she had a rape fantasy.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, all those allegations being posted, like you said, they come from anonymous tips.
Yeah.
Anonymous phone calls or hearsay being reported.
Yeah, so let's all make phone calls tomorrow saying Joe Biden diddled us on Epstein Island.
Yeah.
And Whoopi Goldberg too. Let's watch Whoopi flip out again when her name shows up again.
Joy Behar's down there too.
Yeah, she went nuts when her name. Just because you're in the files doesn't mean. And then as soon as Trump's name shows up, it just proves it. It's like, bitch, you said the opposite yesterday.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh mate, look, you know, they got to realize, like, he was a celebrity back then. So he's going to have photos taken with everyone, you know, like fucking, and anyone had a picture taken, he's going to be associated.
Well, everybody loved this guy until he ran for office.
Yeah, he was a Democrat back in the day.
Yeah,
yep.
And then he still got the same policies that basically Obama had, just a little different. And he's the worst guy in the world. And then Biden did the opposite of what Obama did. And it's like, do you have any standards?
No.
Well, Akeem Jeffries and Chucky, they got money after him after he was convicted.
Yeah.
They hit him up for money. That's in emails.
Anyway, that's our show.
I think so.
It's been real. It's been fun. I'm not sure I can say it's been real fun, though.
You beat me to it.